So this man became known as one of the wickedest men in the world. He even called himself the Great Beast 66 and didn't try to hide from the name. In fact, he seemed to accept it proudly. It was almost as if he knew that in a world controlled by strict religion, nothing gives a person more power than becoming the very thing people are taught to fear. Aleister Crowley did not accidentally earn his reputation. He slowly built it, shaped it, and stepped into it on purpose. But he wasn't born dark or rebellious. He was born in 1875 into a rich and very religious family in England. From the outside, his childhood looked calm and proper. He grew up in a comfortable home and his parents took their faith very serious. His father was a preacher and the Bible ruled their house. It shaped how they spoke, how they behaved, and how they decided what was right or wrong. Religion wasn't just something they believed in, it was the center of their whole life. As a child, Crowley did not fit easily into that street world. He asked questions, he resisted rules. He had a strong will and did not like being controlled. When he misbehaved, his mother would call him the beast, meaning he was acting wicked or sinful. She likely meant it as warning, but when a child hears a name like that again and again, it can settle deep inside. Over time, what was once an insult can turn into an identity. Instead of running from that name, Crowley slowly grew into it. When he was 11 years old, his father died. The loss hit him deeply. His father had been the strongest voice of religion in his life, but he was also someone Crowley respected. After his death, something shifted. Instead of holding tighter to faith, Crowley began to move away from it. The religion that once shaped his world began to feel like control rather than comfort. As he grew older, he proved he was intelligent and capable. He attended Cambridge University and studied literature. He wrote poetry, played chess, and even climbed mountains. He was disciplined and clearly had ambition, but ordinary success did not satisfy him. He did not just want to be respected, he wanted to feel powerful and different from everyone else. At that time, society in England valued modesty and self-control, especially in matters of sex and public behavior. Reputation meant everything. Crowley seemed drawn toward whatever society tried to hide. He explored relationships that broke social rules and wrote openly about subjects many people found shocking. When people criticized him, he didn't back down. In fact, the anger only made him stronger. The more they talked about him, even if it was in hate, the more attention he got. And to him, that attention felt like power. As he tried to understand life and its hidden side, Crowley joined a secret group called the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn. The group studied spiritual ideas, symbols, and old hidden teachings from the past. And for a while, he did very well because he learned fast and took the rituals seriously. But peace never stayed around him for long, because Crowley did not just want to be part of the group, he wanted to be in charge. His strong belief in himself often came across as pride. People began to feel uncomfortable, arguments slowly grew, and in the end, he was pushed out. Instead of staying in the background, he chose to make something new on his own. In 1904, while traveling in Egypt with his wife, he said a spiritual man named Iwas spoke to him and gave him a message over 3 days. This message became known as the Book of the Law and laid the foundation for his new belief system called Dilemma. Whether the experience was real, a dream, or something in his mind, it became the center of who he was. The main idea of his new teaching was simple: follow your true path and nothing else should hold you back. Crowley believed that everyone should find their real purpose in life and go after it without worrying about what society or religion said. Some people found this as a good idea, while others thought it was dangerous, since there were no clear rules about right or wrong. So he openly embraced the title The Great Beast 66, fully aware of its connection to the Bible. He understood the shock it would cause in a religious society, and he used that reaction to strengthen his image. Newspapers soon labeled him the wickedest man in the world. Instead of denying it, he leaned into it, allowing the scandal to grow. In the 1920s, he founded a spiritual community in Italy called the Abbey of Dilemma. Followers gathered there to study his teachings and take part in intense rituals meant to break personal limits. Reports later spoke of heavy drug use and emotional pressure within the group. After one follower died while staying there, authorities expelled Crowley from Italy. His reputation darkened even more and his finances began to collapse. As he grew older, addiction to video weakened his health and his influence. The powerful rebel who once shocked society struggled with money and declining strength. When he died in 1947, his passing was quite far from dramatic. Yet, his ideas did not disappear. During the cultural changes of the 1960s and 1970s, when many people began questioning traditional religion and authority, his writing found new readers. Artists and musicians saw him as a symbol of rebellion and personal freedom. The story of Aleister Crowley is not simply about scandal or ritual. It is about identity and power. It is about a boy raised in strict religion who grew into a man determined to define himself against it. A child once called the Beast chose to wear that name as a badge of strength. Whether he was a true believer in his own teachings or a man who understood the power of performance is still debated. What is certain is that he understood how legends are built. He shaped his image carefully and knew that fear can make a name unforgettable. And more than a century later, people still speak about him, proving that the identity he created was stronger than the quiet life he eventually lived. And that's the end of his story.